Here you can see the front of the box with a very nice full color image of Gurren-Lagann. I believe the mecha designer of Gurren-Lagann was Yoshinari. And you could also see the back of the box in various poses. Here are some of the accessories that come included with Gurren-Lagann. You have your Gurren boomerangs, a set of 2, 3 different drills. You have your display stand, 2 wrist drills, several sets of hands. Of course, you have the iconic finger pointing to the heavens, as well as different sets for holding the Gurren boomerangs, closed fist, open fists, and there's a shot of the wing pack. Here is my review of Sentinel's Riobot Gurren-Lagann from the 2007 Gainax series, Tengen Toppa Gurren-Lagann. This was released about a week ago. I'm going to cover the articulation, gimmicks, the sculpt, the paint job. Of course, you'll get the accessories as well, and my overall opinion of this new figure from the folks at Sentinel Incorporated. Starting off with articulation, the leg features a number of panels that move the farther you adjust the leg. Keep an eye on the thigh and this leg. As you can see, as I'm sliding or I'm moving the leg back, you can see that this panel moves forward. And take a look here, the bottom of the leg. See how all these panels are exposed? Okay. And the foot. There's also a wide range of movement, forward and back, as well as side to side. Side skirt armor in the front can move, and the side. There's a shot of underneath, the mechanism underneath, and the plate in the back can also be moved. There's the waist articulation. Arm articulation, as you can see, this arm armor can be rotated. It's on a ball joint. You can also get a pretty wide range of movement. And of course the hands are interchangeable. And there's a peg, you can just take off the hand, put on a different peg. If you want to have access to the wrist drills, you just pop this piece off. And you can see that it's exposed. And I'll just pop these wrist drills on. If you want to make them go in for a punch, with the drill spinning. And yes, these drills are pointy, so be careful. Taking off the arm armor to give you a better look at the upper arm. And as you can see, there is where the shield is resting. Of course, you can rotate the shield, rotate the armor on the shoulder. There's a little piece of armor here at the top, which could also be moved from side to side. And if you didn't have that shoulder armor on, you can get a pretty good arm movement, as you can see. So you just have to, again, be careful of this sunglasses part. Then I'm going to pop this right back on. Just pop it right back on the ball joint, right there. Okay. Okay, and there was a bit of head articulation. Of course, can be moved forward and backward. left. You could spin the head all the way around if you wanted to. And I just want to show you just how detailed this looks. I think it's one of the best Gurren-Lagann head sculpts out there. Of course, I don't have that much to compare it to. I only have the Revoltech Gurren-Lagann, which of course is an old figure. I believe it's about 3 or 4 years old. So they put a lot of detail into this. And of course, it does come with a separate head that's full of hot blood and manliness. And it's the Gainax way. I learned that from Gunbuster, of course. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the articulation. It has really good articulation. And next, I'm going to focus on the features. Earlier I showed you the wrist drills that were one of the features available on this new Gurren-Lagann figure. As you can see, the signature sunglasses look great, and it's transparent, so you can see right through. Now if you want to hide that tiny hole there, Sentinel threw in a tiny piece of red plastic that isn't the easiest to put on. It's also going to be lost very easily if you're not keeping track of it, and it's a really small piece of plastic that isn't the easiest to put in while you're filming. But there you go. You can hardly tell. Okay. Another feature on Gurren's eyes, if you want to remove this back plate, you can have access. There's a little lever here. You can move it, move the position of the eyes. Now take a look at this. I think this is pretty neat. It also moves the neck as well. So you can move it from right to left, up, down. That's a nice little feature that they didn't have to include, but they did anyways, and who might have complained? I think that's implemented really well. Okay, so of course you can put the cover right back on. Okay. Okay, showing off a few more of the accessories, of course. What would Gurren-Lagann be without, of course? It's drills, and drills. There's one of the larger ones. And, in the other hand, shades. Yeah, boomerang, Gurren shades, or whatever they're called. It's a nice black plastic. And again, it comes with 2 sets, so you want to fling double. Hey, go for it. Yeah. Now check that out. That's just awesome. And of course, you can just pop off these drills, like so. And here's a shot of the joints that they're using. Similar to Revoltech joints, but of course I'm not going to call it a Revoltech joint. I think they work out just fine. And they did show you one of the smaller drills. Here's the longer one. My, what a long drill you have. Okay. And again, it's pointy. It'd be nice if they made this out of like aluminum, but then it'd probably weigh down the whole arm. Again, another nice feature. It's too bad they don't have an oversized drill like we've seen in the episodes for the Giga Drill Breakers. Folks, you're going to have a lot of fun with this figure because it's packed full of accessories. I'm not even done showing you half of them. course, here is the wing pack for Gurren-Lagann. Another nice feature that I don't think I showed you was that the boosters can pop out via this lever right here. So we just slide it forward. You didn't have to include this, but again, it's a nice feature. And I think it's neat. And there's a lot of points here, so if you're not careful, you're going to draw blood. Gurren-Lagann's going to draw blood from you. Okay, and that's how it attaches. These two brackets mounted onto the backpack. Okay, so as you can see, they're going to plug right in there. So you just, there you go, plugs right in. It doesn't make it too back heavy. Oh, now it does add a bit of weight, so the back plate tends to fall off from time to time. Not from time to time, I don't want to worry you guys. It doesn't happen too often, but just be aware of it, okay? So you just pop this back on. Okay, there was Gurren-Lagann with the wing pack. And here's a quick shot of the back. To mount Gurren-Lagann on the display stand, there's a little peg. You plug that into the bottom. Okay, like so. It's plugged in. Okay, you can plug them into the display stand like so. If you want to get them into a variety of flying poses. Of course, yes, it does. It's just standing up straight, so I'll put her into some poses. Him, her. It's awesome. Okay. Again, it's nice of them to include a display stand. I think it looks very nice with that black mat and on top of clear plastic. After a bit of fiddling, there's a Gurren-Lagann with flight pack, sporting dual drills, and I also, I forgot to tell you earlier, but I picked this up from Ami, 7,240 yen, about $95 US. I know that they have a Rasengan planned in the future. I think that this is probably going to be sold out. I think it is sold out. But I think this is probably my favorite Gurren-Lagann figure. It's a little bigger than the average Revoltech. And if you give me just a second, I'm going to show you a bit of a size comparison. Okay, as you can see, there's Riobot, Sentinel Riobot's Gurren-Lagann next to the old school, well, not old school, but old Revoltech. And it's apples and oranges. Of course, you're going to have the newer figure, the newest tech. They're both great figures, and this is good for its time, of course. But the Sentinel version is just flat out awesome. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with Sentinel's offerings here. I think the paint job, I haven't noticed any blemishes. It's almost got a metallic tinge. I am glad I waited for this version I actually canceled my pre-order for the Katoki variant that had all of the tattoos. That was great too, but it just wasn't, my cup of tea. Again, this is well worth the wait. And again, it's going to average about, I got it for about 100, so well worth the purchase. If you are a Gurren-Lagann Super Robot or Mecha fan, please feel free to ask any questions. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks.